Welcome back to Clank, a deck building adventure game. I'm doing a two-player playthrough. I am the yellow thief playing against my competitor, the red thief. Up first this episode is me again. So let's take a look at my 5 cards and let's begin. I have Burgle, Stumble, Burgle, Explore, and Stumble. Wow, that's pretty awful. Means I'm going to have to add 2 Clank noise into the Clank area for the 2 stumbles, and all I really have is 1 movement. And that is pretty bad because I need 2 movement to get out of here to go back to the Crystal Cavern. And this is a lock symbol. I don't have a key to move to the market, so I'm stuck there. I cannot move. But I do have 2, 3, 4 skill. So with my 4 skill, let's go over to the buy area and see what it is I'm going to purchase with 4 skill. All right, I have 4 skill to purchase with. I could get a couple mercenaries. I could get another explorer. I could get, I think for 3, I'm just going to, I don't know if I should do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend the 3. I'm actually going to spend 4. I'm going to spend 3 to get the Cleric of the Sun, which is going to give me immediately 1 healing. So I'm going to be able to remove 1 damage off my health track. That costs me 3, and I think I'm going to go ahead and buy get the lucky coin as well. I'm going to have to add a Clank when I play it. It's worth only 1 skill, but I get to draw a card. So I'm going to get the lucky coin as well. That's my 4 spent. And of course, that's all I can do. So not the greatest of turns, but there you have it. And now it's the end of my turn, so we're going to replace these cards. Do we have a dragon attack? We don't, but we have something that says arrive. All players get +1 Clank. So because the Watcher showed up, we both must add a Clank into the Clank area. So I will be adding a yellow. He will be adding a red into the Clank area. Okay, that's not good for me. Let's not have a dragon attack. And we don't. We have Brilliance. Draw 3 cards costing 6. That is an awesome card to get. But I won't be getting it now because my turn is done. So, no dragon attack. Over to my competitor, the Red Thief, and let's see what he's going to do. Alright, it's my competitor's turn. His 5 cards for this turn. Burgle, Burgle. He has the Dwarven Peddler, Sidestep, and the Singing Sword. I think you have to play all your cards. I don't think you can hold back, so he's going to have to play that one. Let's take a look at his Dwarven Peddler first. So it gives him 2 gold to play it and 1 movement. So he's just going to go ahead and play Dwarven Peddler. That's going to give him 2 gold, which is gold is points, and it's also purchasing power. So he gets 2 gold. You may as well play his Singing Sword. It's going to give him a Clank, but it gives him 3 skill and 2 swords. So Clank goes into the Clank area. And he has a Sidestep, and he has 2 more skill. So looking at the totals here, once again, he has 2 movement, 2 boots for movement, 2 swords, and 5 skill. So with his 2 movement, he's actually going to go 1 into this market space and 2 here, picking up a Minor Secret. Minor Secret is a health potion, which he's going to immediately quaff, removing 1 of his damage from the health track. So that's pretty good for him. And now that was his movement used up, so 1, 2. He has 2 swords and 5 skill. Let's go over to the area and see what he's going to do with that. So with his 2 swords, I should have done it last episode and I didn't. He will defeat the Orc Grunt. The Orc Grunt, of course, takes 2 swords to defeat. Once you defeat the Orc Grunt, you get 3 gold. So that was pretty good. So he's just going to cash his 2 gold in to get a 5. So now he has a total of 5 gold. So that was pretty good. He still has 3, 4. He still has 5 skill, though. And with 5, almost enough to get Brilliance, but not quite. With his 5 skill, I think he may as well go ahead and purchase. Does he want to get the... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get the Duke, costing 5. going to give him 2 skill, 2 swords, and he gets a victory point for every 5 gold he has at the end of the game, which may or may not amount to anything, but that's what it is. He's going to purchase the Duke. All right, that's basically the end of his turn. That's all he can do. So he'll be discarding his cards. But we're going to be replacing these cards now. Does the dragon attack? No, we get another Cleric of the Sun. And living dangerously. Nope, another device. All right, it's just another shrine, and it has an arrive on it. Put 3 dragon cubes back in the bag. So 3 of the black dragon cubes going back in the bag. That's pretty good. So back to the main board, and it will be my turn. All right, so processing that arrival of that card, we actually have 7 black cubes out of the bag, but 3 of them now are going to be put back in the bag. So the dragon gets a little bit pacified, and there we go. All right, my turn again. Let's look at my cards, and this time I have Dead Run, Move Silently, Burgle, and a Mercenary. So this is more like it. So I have a total of 4 movement, and the interesting thing is Dead Run says +2 Clank, and I don't have to stop. Oh, this is really good. You don't have to stop in Crystal Caverns this turn, and the Move Silently gives me 2 movement and -2 Clank, so these cancel each other out. I have a total of 4 movement. So, you know, I add 2 Clank, I take it away, they cancel each other out. 4 movement. Let's go to the board and do my 4 movement. I also have 2 swords. So I'm going to use 1 sword to cancel the damage here, and 2 movement takes me to the Crystal Cavern. I have 2 movement left, and I don't have to stop here now. So with 2 movement left, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to the same spot as my adversary and get a minor thing. Oh, and it gives me 2 skill to spend. So I'll have 2, 3, 4, I'll have 5 skill and 1 sword left. 5 skill and 1 sword. Let's go to the purchase area and see what I'm going to do. All right, that was pretty good for me. So I have 6 gold. Ooh, this is interesting. So I have 1 sword. The only monster I could defeat would be the kobold, and I just get 1. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to use my 1 sword remaining to defeat the kobold, and I'm going to get 1 more skill. So that's going to give me a total of 6 skill, which is perfect because I had 2 from the minor secret, 3 for my 2 burgles and mercenary. And now +1 for defeating the kobold gives me 6. And with 6, I'm going to take Brilliance, which is draw 3 cards. Pure awesome. I'm going to purchase that one. Now, the thing that's not pure awesome is that's the end of my turn. But of course, now we have to replace these cards, and the likelihood of a dragon attack, of course, gets a lot higher the more cards you keep pulling out of this deck. So let's say we're going to get a dragon attack. We don't. We get a treasure hunter worth 2 skill, 2 swords. Replace a card in the dungeon row when you play it. Cool. If the new card has a dragon attack symbol, ignore it. Ooh, that is a pretty awesome card to have. Of course, what is the next card? A dragon attack with Mr. Whiskers. He's a companion. The dragon attacks or -2 Clank. So your choice when you purchase this card. Put it into your hand, but we are going to be getting a dragon attack right now. So the dragon starting to get a little bit more annoyed with us. Is going to attack us once again. That's the end of my turn. Let's do the dragon attack, and then my adversary will be up. Oh, but wait. Oh, no, I don't have... I only have 6 gold. Ooh, I thought I had 7. Never mind. It's going to be his turn here. All right, dragon attack time. And of course, now thinking of my move, I probably should have just taken the damage here, which then would have left me 2 swords to get another gold. I'd have 7 gold. Never mind. Not happening. Not tactically brilliant, but we'll see what happens. So all of the Clank goes in the bag. We are still at 3. The kobold has gone away, so we're just pulling out 3 cubes now instead of the 4 when the kobold was around. 1, 2, whoop, I keep falling. 1, 2, 3. What do we have? We have 2 black and the red. So no damage for me, but 1 more damage for my adversary. We're both in the market square, but neither of us have 7 gold. So neither of us can purchase anything, but it's his turn now. So he's going to be drawing up his 5 cards, and it is my adversary's turn. And what's he going to do? He gets the Wand of Recall. He doesn't have an artifact yet. Burgle, 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 and the Sapphire, which is draw a card. So of course immediately he will just play the Sapphire, which lets him draw a card, which is Scramble. So he only has 1 movement, but he has 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 skill. So 1 movement and 6 skill. Where is he going to go with 1 movement? I don't really know. I think he's going to go down here 1 space and leave it off there, and I can see why he might want to try and snag that artifact. But he only has 1 movement, so that nerfed him a little bit there. But he does have 6 skill. So let's go to the purchase area, see what he wants to do with 6. Right, he has 6 skill to purchase stuff with. I think he's going to purchase the Cleric of the Sun, which immediately will let him heal 1 damage. So his 3 damage goes down to 2, and then he is also going to acquire the Treasure Hunter, which is going to give 2 swords, 2 skill eventually, replace a card in the dungeon row when you play it. And if the new one is a dragon, you ignore it. Worth a victory point. So that's what he's doing for his turn. He's basically out of spending and out of actions, out of his mind, I guess. That's it. Of course, end of the turn, must replace the cards. We get another dragon attack. We don't. We get a device, a ladder. If you use it by spending 3 skill, you can get 2 movement. Ooh, that is pretty good stuff. And up next we have Search, which is 2 skill, 1 movement. Each time you gain gold this turn, increase the amount you gain by 1. So each time you get gold, you get to increase it by 1 amount. And that costs 4. So that's also another pretty good card. That's going to be the end of his turn. Up next is me. So I have to decide what I want to do once I draw my 5 cards and see what they are. Okay, back to me. My 5 cards are a Mercenary, Explore, Amulet of Vigor, and Burgle. So, wow, purchase power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 skill, 2 swords, 2 movement, 10 skill with 2 movement. Okay, 2 movement and 2 swords. Here's what I'm gonna... Oh, I don't know. This is really tricky, but I think... Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 2 movement to go 1 and 2 down to this artifact space. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take the 2 damage. I'm not going to use my swords to negate the damage. I'm going to take the 2 damage. The reason I'm doing that... now that doesn't make any sense, does it? No, I'm going to use the Mercenary to not take the damage. So 2 movement, 2 damage negates it. Now I am going to pick up this artifact. This artifact is worth 20 points. I am scooping it. That's a huge point total. And I still have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have 10 skill with which to purchase cards. So let's use my 10 skill and see what I can get. I think that's a pretty good turn. I don't know. It seemed pretty good anyway. Okay, with 10 skill, I think I have yet another cunning plan. So for 4, 7, 8, I think, yeah, we're going to go all out here. I'm going to spend 4 to get the search card, and so that's 4 of my 10. I still have 6 left. I'm going to use the shrine, and the shrine costs 2, so I'm going to have 4 left, and I'm going to get a gold for that. So now I have 7 gold pieces. Then that was a spending of 6. I still have 4 left. I am going to get Mr. Whiskers for 1. So I will acquire Mr. Whiskers. I still have 2 left. And with the 2 left, I'm going to use the ladder for 2 movement. All right, back to the board. I'm going to use it for 2 movement. I've spent all my 10. Back to the board for 2 movement. So this is pretty darn good stuff, I think. All right, I have 2 movement now. So I'm going to go back to the marketplace. However, I'm going to be taking 2 damage to do that because there are 2 monsters there. I don't have any swords left. So I'm going to take 2 damage. I have 3 damage. But now I'm in the marketplace. I have 7 gold. I am going to spend all 7 gold coins that I have to purchase an item. And I do believe I am going to purchase I'm going to purchase a crown, and this crown is going to be worth 10 points at the end of the game. I think it's just about time for me to start hightailing it out of here. That's going to be it for me. I don't have any more things I can do, but we have to go back to the purchase area. We have to replace those 4 cards that I bought and see if we get a dragon attack, which is very likely. Okay, well, I purchased 4 cards this time, so we're going to be pulling 4 cards out. Bracers of Agility. Whoa, draw 2 cards. That's a pretty nice artifact to have. Dragon attack, indeed. We get an orc grunt. You defeat him, you get 3 gold, but the dragon is definitely attacking. The odds were very good. What else do we have? A dragon shrine. Pull +1 cubes for each dragon attack. Ouch. Use, you can get 2 gold or trash a card in the play area or discard pile. Wow. And one more, another treasure hunter, which we've already seen. And we're going to have to process a dragon attack. Back to the main board and do it. Okay, it's dragon attack time. We don't have anything in Clank area. We are going to be pulling out... Oh, hang on. I took an artifact. As soon as you grab an artifact, the rage-o-meter goes up 1. It's still at 3, but I forgot that. Yes, anytime you take an artifact out of the dungeon or anytime you get a dragon egg, the dragon rage meter goes up. So it's still at 3, but we have +1 for the dragon shrine. We're going to be pulling 4 cubes out of the bag. 2, 3, 4. And what do we have here? All right, good for me. 2 black cubes, which of course do nothing. 2 red cubes, which damage the red thief. So the dragon took out its damage on the red thief. That is pretty cool. That's the end of my turn, which I think was pretty darn good. It is now the red thief's turn, and I think that will be the end of the episode. He has 5 cards. Burgle, stumble, burgle, explore, burgle. Wow, he does not have a whole lot of movement. And he has a stumble, so with his stumble card, he's going to have to put a clank in there, so that, of course, is played. He only has 1 movement. I think he's going to move over here. And does he want to grab that artifact? I don't know if he does. He'll have to think about that. He's used his movement. He has 2, 3, 4. He has 5 skill. So let's go to the purchase area first, and he's going to use his 5 skill, and then we'll come back and see what else he does. All right, he has 5 skill. He's tempted to grab the dragon shrine. He's going to use it. I think he's going to use the dragon shrine for 2 gold, and also gets rid of pulling an extra cube. So he's going to use the dragon shrine. He's going to grab himself 2 gold. Now he has 7 gold, and with 7 gold, he's in the market area. He can purchase something for 7 gold. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's 5. He basically can get nothing else. Let's go back to the board. He is at the market spot. He has some more decisions to make before his turn is over. All right, what does he want to do? I don't know what he wants to do. I think he's going to spend his 7 gold. He's going to go ahead and spend 7 gold, and he will purchase... he's going to purchase a key. Now the key is worth 5 points, but it lets him go through locked locations. So he has a key, he has a chalice, and does he want to pick that up? For it's only worth 10. He can get down here to the 30. He's already moved. He's already done a purchase in the market area. He's already spent his money. Oh boy, what does he else say? I just don't know if he wants to pick that one up or whether he wants to try to make a dash for the 30-pointer. I think he's just going to stay there, and he's going to see what happens next turn, what I'm doing, and he'll make his decision from there. So back to the card purchasing area, and we're going to have to replace that one card he took and see if we get a dragon attack. He's getting a little worried now because I think he has more cubes in the bag than I do, and I've got a lot of points I scooped, and oh man, and it is a dragon attack. Another sapphire. Well, the dragon is going to attack. Back to the board, we're going to have a dragon attack, and then that's going to be the end of our episode for today. All right, dragon attack time. We're going to have to put this one Clank cube in the dragon bag here. We are pulling out only 3. We're pulling out only 3 cubes. And what are the 3 cubes? Once again, he takes damage and I avoid any damage. So now he has 5 damage on his way to 10. I only have 3 damage. So I think we're going to end off the episode here, and that's going to conclude our little playthrough here for today. So far, I have snagged an artifact worth 20 points. He does not have an artifact yet. He may be thinking now that he has the key to come down here and try and get that 30-pointer. But if he doesn't get out of here in time, before he gets killed, he has 5 damage now. It's all pressure luck. I don't know. He may be living dangerously. I think my plan is probably to get out of here if I can, as fast as I can, but I don't know. It's hard to say. This is Clank. We're doing a 2-player playthrough. Clank, the deck building adventure game. Quite fun. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your subscriptions, comments, likes. Really appreciated. So join me next time for the continuation of Clank, the deck building adventure, where we have me, the yellow thief knight, versus my adversary, the red thief knight, who is going to emerge victorious or alive from this dungeon with the most points. I don't know. I think I'm doing well, but you never know. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll catch you next time.